Hello, I'm MP5 Deacon, and welcome back to Starcraft Remastered. Let's get into it with the Protoss Campaign, Episode 3. Protoss Campaign, The Fall. The Zerg Overmind has succeeded in invading the Protoss homeworld of Ire and has embedded itself into the crust of the planet. Now, as the agents of the sinister Overmind spread chaos and destruction across the face of Ire, the stalwart Protoss prepare themselves for the coming onslaught. First strike. Citadel of the new Protoss Executor, 2 days after the Zerg invasion.
Entaro Adun, Executor. I am Judicator Aldaris. I have been sent by the Conclave to serve and counsel you. The former Executor, Tassadar, was commanded to halt the Zerg progress in the Terran sector by burning the infested human worlds. Unfortunately, he disregarded his orders and attempted to destroy the Zerg while sparing the Terrans from the flame. Clearly, Tassadar has failed us. You must not. The Conclave has dictated that our first priority is to strengthen our defenses. You must reinforce our outpost in Antioch and make certain that the province does not fall to the Zerg. Your old comrade, Praetor Phoenix, will meet you there and assist you in this endeavor.
Okay, my favorite faction and, well, the entirety of everything. For the tips. So, I will be talking a bit about design changes, art-wise, to further match StarCraft 2 and how they're bad. But first, we're just going to get into this. So these are Zealots. We've seen them. They do 16 damage, 160 health including shields, and these are Dragoons. These are our bread and butter units. We will see them going everywhere. My speed feels a little slow. There, that's better. I'm gonna just double check that. I don't know why it keeps doing this to me. Yeah, okay. So, let's get into this. Now, there is a cut version of this mission that's kind of a little Protoss tutorial, and I may show some of those cut missions. I don't know. It's... Yeah, so we should lose very few units. Our Protoss play should be very smooth. We're going to want to move them back. How are the Zealots doing? You want to get out of there. That's great. Okay, so Protoss is my bread and butter. I'm going to be playing a lot better with them than I would with most normal units. So I'm very excited to be getting into this. Now, I am a little sorry that these rolls are going to be coming out late. There's not much I can really do about that. Let's, plus new AI? Why would it go and reinforce over here? That's just insane. I think for Brood War I'm turning the new AI off. It's just so stupid. Okay, you need... No. Our man on point just cannot continue being the man on point. Okay, we finally get here.
Executor Entaro Adun, it is good to see you once more upon the field of battle. Alas, all of our probes were lost in the last Zerg attack, and we had no resources with which to replace them. Immediately!
Okay, let's get this going.
I had intended to construct photon cannons here for defense, but without probes we could not do so.
Okay, standard fare. So how Protoss works, we have pylons. Pylons are supply depots, and they have power fields. Everything needs to be within a power field. If it is not within the power field, it's on... well, it's unpowered. So Protoss buildings cannot be repaired. This is in stark contrast to everything else. So, like, Zerg will heal itself slowly. Protoss do have shields, though, and that's kind of their benefit. It means that Protoss are severely countered by Zerg, which, when you think about it, is fitting lore-wise, but I was not following up on that so far. So our first group should be good. We'll probably build a small little defense, and we'll talk about Protoss defense more so the next mission. I kind of wish I could show you the next mission, and under normal circumstances I wouldn't, but as this video is coming out late, I already am not in the best of places to really be getting that out as it should be. So I'm a little sad. Yeah, it's sad that I can't be able to do that, but you know, it is what it is. It's been these past few weeks have been well hectic. So let's just kind of enjoy Protoss, and I do think we will have some time for some nice lines, because unlike these it's not just, oh, we make new noises. They do have real lines. Yeah, don't take that. I want that. Yeah, Phoenix, amazing hero. Protoss have just great units in general. They don't stack too well, but hey, let's hear some lines.
Unauthorized transmission. Incorrect protocol. Drop your weapon. You have 15 seconds to comply. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I just love that. I think that should be fully saturated. I think that is 3 right on it. Okay, let's get into this. So, yeah, Protoss is really the only race I actively try to play multiplayer with. I do love them, though. I just... Something about them, it gets me, and it's the least... Can I? I can. It's kind of the least copyright infringement of all Starcraft things. Yeah, as I kind of researched that more, I just... Man, Starcraft really did just take a lot. Especially when we get to Starcraft 2 and the design just gets less unique and more something else. Yeah, but I don't even think we'll be doing that. I think we're just going to grab the second gateway, and then with another probe, we'll just build a pylon over here and start building stuff as soon as I get Singularity Charge. It's very important. It increases the Dragoon range, which Dragoons are kind of worthless without it. Ideally, you want that. It allows you to basically take 4 Dragoons and go say, hello, no, I don't like you to siege tanks, ultralisks, and whatever else of the manner. At least until they get their upgrades. It's very nice. Protoss is a very powerful race, but unlike Zerg, you can't just stream units. It's a very controlled race. So conversely, with Terran, you get your Marine Ball, you get your when you're in Brood War, you have medics, and you can just go straight in. Zerg, you don't do any of that. You just
We are under attack.
I'm gonna get him out of there. Okay, that's just so silly. Oh my gosh. Just scouting out the base, I guess. Build. Okay. And I'm also gonna be working on my commentary, getting that to be a lot smoother. Because I have...
Not enough minerals.
Oh my gosh. So, Protoss static defense is the worst in the game. Kind of.
My life for hire. You've not enough minerals.
It's it's interesting, is how I'll put it.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah. I want a Dragoon there. That's going to be more important. And then, nice thing, I guess I didn't really explain this, is you can build stuff and you can just walk away. So what we are going to do is we're just going to take our Dragoons and kind of put them in over here. And our Dragoons are just going to add a lot of damage.
You have not enough minerals.
Of course we don't.
You have not enough minerals.
Okay, but I think we're content here, and then we're going to take our zealots and kind of make a little cone. If Phoenix can get out of the way. Can you get there? Great. You guys are gonna go on the high ground too. Actually, you guys are gonna go there too. No, right there, and then we just hold position. So the real big thing, again, as I was just kind of going over with Protoss static defense, is that you have a direct solution to a lot of things. So Zerg and Terran have to kind of, you know, make do with what they got. They gotta either. Okay, well, how am I gonna put this in words? We're just gonna make zealots the rest of the way. Yeah. So,
What would you ask of me?
kind of what I was saying. I actually want you to move out and you to go here. Can you get around? Yeah. Okay. And that should give us the most. Yes. Okay. Okay. So this is a pretty solid thing. I kind of want to wait and just see how it does in an attack. They're pretty good. We'll be ready to go as soon as armor's done. Shields is kind of meaningless. It really affects a certain units, but as I was saying, Protoss has a specific answer to everything, unlike Terran and Zerg. Terran and Zerg have tools, and their tools are useful. Don't get me wrong. Now, you're always going to want slightly more zealots than dragoons as a general rule of thumb. I think I don't know. Do I wait for an attack? I mean, I'm just going to wait for armor. No reason not to. Yeah. As soon as that armor gets done, we're just going to go. Singularity charge is done. These Dragoons are going to have a nightmare of a time getting down. Yeah, so Terran, you're often directly addressing something. So your siege tanks, you know, it's more like everything is a tool with a specific purpose that can meet your situation. Your Marines are great, and once you have medics with them, you can basically just handle Zerg, because Zerg doesn't really have good AoE. All they have for that in Brood War is Lurkers, which are great. They're basically invisible siege tanks when it comes down to it. So it's not something to bat an eye at. They're a legitimate threat. Let's actually do Phoenix Solid quotes while we can.
Upgrade complete. I hunger for battle. Your command? Executor? I hunger for battle. My life for iron.
I forgot to put things on hold position, but you can see the effect of it. It's really... It's all about units. These static defense here, they're here to take shots, and that's about it. It's kind of like bunkers for Terran. It's not about the units technically as much as it is the... Okay, yeah, so we're just going to rally onto him. I'll do his quotes.
What would you ask of me, Executor? I hunger for battle. What would you ask of me? I fear no enemy. For the Kala is my strength. I fear not death. For our strength is eternal. I hunger for battle.
Okay, there we go. That's it.
Instructions initiated. You must construct additional pylons.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're good. So as I was saying, with Protoss, you really, Terran can react, is what I'm saying. They have tools. Marines can deal with things because of how they work. Mech is a solution where you're able to just outmaneuver and siege down things. Can I get him out? Okay, that's great. We're attacking that. First Zealot loss. That's okay. We're going to want to move the Dragoon lines up, so we're going to want to move him away. Alright. Yeah, we won. We won pretty hard. This is a lot harder of a boss than it normally is, to be honest. But Zerg, really, they can overwhelm. They have great tools with lots of options, and they're able to simply outplay their opponents in the sheer mass and sheer abilities, especially when you start having things like Queens with Darkstorm and all, with Defilers too. It's powerful, and Snare is not given the credit it deserves, I think. That's just a really powerful ability. Protoss, on the other hand, has a specific solution to...
No, Executor. Although we two have marched across hundreds of worlds together, I never imagined that we would be fighting on Ire. The Zerg are indeed worthy foes.
Yes, they are. And I'll be happy to talk about the story more as we get on. So, real quick to just kind of finish my point. Yeah, I believe that time. Again, I'm sorry that this is coming up late. One, I love Protoss. But yeah, they have a specific answer, and it means they're a lot more difficult to play in a skill aspect. You're going to need a lot more mechanics. And multiplayer, this changes because Zerg has their muta micro and all, and so you have different things among the factions. But base, their options are very different, much more expensive, and a lot more intensive to actually use. Terran, you send tanks at the problem, it can deal with it. You defend those tanks against air, they will siege down an objective and deal with the threat. Zerg, overwhelm, always works. However you decide to do it, whether mass air or you have more of a strategic play, you're able to kind of force whatever situation you want as a Zerg player, because ideally you want to get into a position where you are kind of just outproducing. And when you combine micro with the macro play of it, it is great. Protoss is much more on the all of your units are extremely valuable. They all have specific purposes and roles, and they all do some things better than others, or don't do some things at all. It makes them very, very niche, and the idea is, we'll talk about that unit when we get to it. But anyways, sorry for the short video. See you next time. Hope you enjoy, and Fear will be coming tomorrow, and something on Sunday. I don't think there'll be any Wolfenstein, but it'll be something.